The ocean is creepy as let's be honest. Let's be honest. What the is he talking about? Think about like predestination versus free will. So if there is predestination, does that really mean we have free will?
Birds of a feather flock together too. Like, if you surround yourself with negativity.
But I will say you don't have to commit intellectual suicide in order to have faith and believe in science.
Yeah.
Right? So I think the way I look at things and like my faith in God, that kind of stuff, is like I feel like God wants us to have that permission to be like, yes, study to show yourself approved. I'm done talking. I'm gonna let you I'm gonna drink some water. Swaggy, take it away, man.
And this goes and tests to what Ramon said. If you start practicing that kind of stuff, it will become reality.
Around and find out. Another episode of That's Ridiculous. One of your hosts here, Kurran Jones, and I'm here to my right.
Oh, Big Mo, Wise Ramon.
And to my right,
Swaggy D.
Hey, we're here, and this I don't even know what number this is. He'll number it. He'll edit that in the description. But we're here for another episode, and glad to be back. Chatting with you guys. Got a bit of a different background today, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hey, in the studio late night.
Hey. So for us, what is it? It's Saturday. You guys will probably get this probably on a Thursday or a Sunday. So whenever you're watching, thanks for watching with us. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, and if there's topics, ridiculous stuff you guys want us to talk about, please comment, share your thoughts. So we always kick it off with like what has been ridiculous about our week. Swaggy D, host us out, get us started. What has been ridiculous that you've seen, that you dealt with, that you embraced this week, my brother?
You know, my week has actually been pretty normal this week.
Really?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Nothing too crazy.
Are you
that's
sure?
The first. Yeah.
Really?
It's been a very chill week.
Wow. Could you do me a favor? Could you like do your mustache like? Yeah, I just wanted you to do it. I don't know. I had this. It seems very wise. But I don't know. There was nothing on it. I just said you didn't see it. I wanted to see him do it. Hey, great obedience, by the way. He's like, get out right now. I'm gonna say that to my future girlfriend. Great obedience. See how far that gets me.
Great obedience.
Great obedience.
I'm trying to think how that sounds right. Great. Yeah.
All right, Mo, what about you? I know you got something. I can see it in your eyes.
Nothing really. It's just,
me for being so crazy.
Roller coaster.
Well, okay. We're roller coaster. What are the ups? What are the downs? Give it to us, man.
It's just like stuff be happening, man.
Like what? Tell me,
man. Stuff just be happening, man. Like.
Did you go to the grocery store? Did you see anything?
Just work, man. Just working, having to deal with your schedule, just all kinds of stuff,
people?
Man. People, man.
It's the same old faces, same old BS.
Mm-hmm. Same BS, same routine.
All right. Well, since these losers aren't sharing anything exciting about their week, because they've had a nice, normal, boring week, it's fine. I'm the only one with something crazy. Not too crazy, to be honest. Started a new job. All right. For being excited. Thanks, guys. Right. Started a new job. At the new job, we had our CPR training, and it was just completely whack. Like, the teacher that I work with, even she was looking at me yesterday. She was like, what the is he talking about? Like, he kept going on and on, like, about, like, different stories, and he'd be like, yeah, because he's Canadian, so every sentence ended in yeah. It was like that. But the thing that got me, the thing that got me was he like targeted me out. Like we made eye contact, and then he was like, "Yeah, this is my brother from another mother for show." I was like, "What? This is a white dude. This is a white male." Okay, so me and my teacher were like, "What the is wrong with this guy?" It was like the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
So the whole class, I'm just like, "Can we just be done? This is like 2 hours long." 2 hours long, you guys. And I've already been through CPR training before. It's one of those things where I was like, this could have been a YouTube video. I kind of like just studied it there, but like it's just
you gotta get certified though.
Right.
You have to have this certification.
But here's the thing. I feel like there are certain white people that do this when I don't know if it's like a discomfort thing or if they're not that around like other people of color. You know what I mean? Like where they feel like they have to say something. This happened to me once before, like with my kid. We went to a pediatric appointment years ago, right? And her doctor, you know, he's you know doing the checkup on my oldest, and he brings up something. He's like, "Yeah, you know, I used to watch Roots. Have you ever seen that?" I kid you not. The doctor brings this up, and I'm like, "Well, that's just something that you say to you know your black customer that's in there with you." So I just feel like
I'll
it's
take
people,
my daughter from right.
I'm like, yeah, this is weird, you know. But I feel it's people who are like, you're not around people of color that much that you feel uncomfortable, where you gotta let me think of the first black thing, or whatever, to make myself feel comfortable. Anyway,
got you. No, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was my most ridiculous thing.
I feel like, man, jeez, some type of people, they're a trip. Yeah, they're not too hip, or they just watch too much television.
Yeah, like we're not all black people or Asian people for that matter are the same. He's probably more blacker than I am, you know. but I mean that speaks to like we're all not in this box of what you think just by when you see our color. Like we're gonna act totally different. You know what I mean? Because we all have our own personalities and whatnot. So
and different backgrounds too, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, anything else you guys wanted to share on that topic? Nothing ridiculous about your week,
man.
I'll let y'all kick out topics because I have some stuff.
Yeah, nothing. But no work. Just this week, nothing really, man.
Any hot ladies at your job, bro?
Hot ladies at my job. Yes, for sure. There's oh my gosh.
Oh,
I say there's like 10. There's like 10
customers, or these are employees?
Oh, employees.
Talk.
10s.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't. I stay away from them. I don't really. I just see them around. I'm just like, wow.
I noticed.
Oh my lord, they're beautiful.
Oh yeah, angels. My job too.
Angels, a couple of angels, and then it's just 2 pretty girls, just very pretty girls.
Yeah.
That they do like other stuff around the whatever at my job. But
what do you mean they do other stuff?
Well, they're not in the same role as me. Like they hold different positions in different departments.
Okay. Gotcha.
But they are very pretty. Like But I stay away from the ladies at work now.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I get that. And
I
was talking to somebody else about this.
It's just like stuff. Just
dating at work is like never. Like, unless you are like 2 different, completely different areas where you never see each other. Maybe it could work, but I feel like it's always better to not date at work because you just never know the issues. I mean, Donald probably could attest to this because some of your dating experience, like dating at work.
Right?
Yeah, like where you kind of can relate, where it's like it can work, but then sometimes you're gonna run into issues where it's just better to like, nah, let's just keep separate.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it could work. Yeah. It's just. I think you gotta have that separation though.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you'll see this person almost. If you're in the same department, then you're gonna see this person every single day.
Yep.
Unless it's like, they have like a day off, you have a day off, or you work like a totally different schedule, or kind of deal. Yeah. But I've had experience with it because I've done it a couple of times, and it works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and then it's like, but I think it's that you have to have that mutual kind of thing with that person, that kind of connection or whatever. But then it's like you have to balance it because then you think everything you guys do at work, and then you never do anything outside of work.
Yeah.
So I've had a comparison to that, like. Back in like our theater days, like when we were working at the movie theater. Yeah. All right, and so where I see this person every single day, and we hang out, we go and do stuff at the theater, but we never really did anything outside of work except for like a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, well I'm chilling with my friends and homies, and then. It's like she's off doing her own thing, and then it's like, well, we're not really doing. We should do the opposite. We should be doing things together.
Yeah.
And and I've gotten the same experience going through and like doing it at other jobs as well. But I've actually learned from those experiences and just trying to like, all right, I can't just do things at work. Let's try to plan stuff outside of work or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's things of like life or whatever that gets in the way sometimes, and just be like, I got certain things going on, and Yeah. But at the same time, it's not like you got to be exclusive at work. It's good to do stuff outside of work as well, because you never know. But not to say you're never gonna find that person at work, and then there's one of those days where you might not even work there. You both might not work there anymore. So then it might work out.
I'm in that predicament.
Right. So
how it goes tonight, boys. I'll tell you how it goes.
That's my kind of experience with that whole thing.
And then I feel like it depends on the person too, because like if you're super jealous, like not necessarily in a bad way, but then like if you see the dude talking to some other girl that's not even like flirting, but like the girl could be like, well, I don't like that, blah 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 blah, or vice versa. Just the whole work dating. It could go either way.
It's rough though. Once you guys split up, it's like the worst thing. Like,
because that's your working environment. So be wise of dating in the workspace.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Any other topics from you two? Anything on the dome?
Nothing too crazy, man. I saw what they released the Avatar teaser trailer.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Who gives a crap about that? Let's talk about Spider-Man. No, okay, tell me about Avatar first.
That's corny. It's the same exact stuff, bro. I don't like it. Bro, it's the same exact thing, but just a whole new tribe, and they all look alike. It looks like the same exact movie from the first movie, and the second movie looked like the first movie. It's just like they should have stopped with the first movie. Like,
with Avatar?
Yeah, I knew they were coming out with more of them.
Yeah,
they said that, but I was just like, they should have just left it alone.
I feel like it was so many years apart from the first one.
Yeah,
when they really, I still haven't even seen the second one because I like the runtime.
It's not good.
I was like,
it's not.
Dude, like 3 hours long? Like,
it's not even worth it. It's the same exact movie, but just a water tribe.
Yeah. Okay, that's dumb.
Yeah.
I figured it was going to go in that direction anyway. They were just going to go through all the different tribes.
The tribes.
Eventually.
Corny. It's bad. It's not good. And then the same people keep coming back.
Okay.
The humans.
But I'll say this, conspiracy-wise, because you actually brought me onto this. I don't even know if you remember, but he was talking about like, Cameron? What's the director?
James Cameron.
James Cameron. You said he did a thing for NASA where he went to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
But like they wouldn't show. Or he wouldn't tell what it was.
Oh right? Yeah, he talks in he's like very vague when it comes down to his conversations about.
So it makes me think when he did something like that, and then you come out with Avatar and like some of these other like alien-ish type things.
Yeah.
We've talked about like conspiracy-wise, and y'all can say this was complete or it's ridiculous, whatever you want to say. See what I did there? I like puns, just like I like buns.
But
I'm saying you never know. Like, what if, like, again, I talked about this before. How do you get people to be comfortable with an idea that is strange? You put it in media, right?
Yeah.
So what if he did see something? Some little blue people or something down there.
Oh, he saw.
Hey, there's some blue people with dreads and under the ocean.
And even about that, he made a movie called The Abyss too, and he talked about how there was a UFO at the bottom of the ocean.
That's a lot of water work.
But he does study the water though. Like he actually, he went to see the Titanic himself. Actually, he was one of the first divers, the submarines.
He knows something. He knows something.
The other gentlemen, they died in their submarine though.
He knows something.
Yeah, he's been down there a lot. Like he actually studies the ocean and the waters and all.
There's no way, bro.
He knows
the ocean is creepy as. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. This is not just me as a black man. Because I know y'all might go, black people don't swim. Yes, we do. Look. Just think of the ocean. It is sketchy.
Yeah.
Because just think about it. We don't even know what's completely at the bottom of the ocean.
They don't even know.
Right? So it's sketchy, bro. 15%. Like you never know. So that's one thing I think about is you never know with our media. We always talk about question everything, even stuff that we bring to you guys.
Yeah.
We just do our best to be truthful, but at the same time, do your research, but always keep an open mind. So I always think about little things.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. But no, that's very controversial. Yeah, the ocean is sketchy as hell. And there's so much history down there,
Yeah, that's what I mean. I get the goosebumps just thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't like the ocean, period, man. It's so dark out there. Like, it's nah.
I like lakes. We got lakes here in Denver. Lakes are cool. They're man-made.
Lakes.
You know, I know what
show did I watch? And they talked about the history of some lakes in the United States.
It could be like dead bodies. And
I
mean, just any body of water, there's gonna be some weird shit.
Yeah.
Whether it's man-made or prehistoric, you never know.
What was I watching? Man, I think it's Atlanta.
Atlanta?
Yeah.
With all the black people?
Yeah, there was yes. There was an episode of how, like, you know, they were
I love that show with Donald Glover, by the way.
Is it Atlanta? Yeah, there's an episode about, like, you know, they
yes, and like they go out on the lake and it's like the white people are bringing them down or something. It's for creepy. It sounds so weird, but yes, y'all see in Atlanta, it's a creepy.
And it's like all lakes and sort of in America.
Yeah. Like and the little boy,
they were tribes.
It kind of bounces back and forth in two different stories, right? Because then you have the little boy
and
who like goes with the white people, but like they feed him chicken, but it's like microwaved and nasty.
They kidnapped that boy.
Yeah. And then he was like, "Y'all don't use washcloths when you shower?" It's like, "No, just use your hands." But like then he goes back to his mom, his black mom, and like she's like, "That's my baby." Now you know. Atlanta did a good job, like. That last season, because I think that was the same season where they did the Goofy movie, like mockumentary type of thing, which was fantastic. I think the creepiest episode for me was the one that, I mean, it's not about Michael Jackson, but it's like, it's pretty much about Michael Jackson. It's creepy as You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that one.
Atlanta, I don't like TV shows, man, but that
Atlanta was good. Yeah. I like Atlanta. If there's any 90s viewers, Twin Peaks, I would say Twin Peaks, Twilight Zone, Atlanta, they all kind of share something very similar for me in terms of like the mysteriousness. You guys have probably never seen Twin Peaks, but Twin Peaks is David Lynch. I don't know if you know that director. He passed away.
For sure.
David Lynch is great, but he has a certain way he tells his stories where it's very ominous. There's some creepy elements to it. Yeah, David Lynch is great, man. But Twin Peaks, I think I got onto Atlanta because there were things about it that reminded me of Twin Peaks because of how weird and wonky it was.
Yeah, it's really good.
So anyway,
I've never seen Twin Peaks. I've been to Twin Peaks.
Oh, really?
The restaurant.
Oh, it's a titty bar.
Yeah, it's like Hooters.
Yeah, not that Twin Peaks. I mean, but both are probably great. But
yeah.
So anyway, we're also getting into spooky season. Y'all might be mad at me, like, what the corny. Listen, I went to Dollar Tree and they have all the Halloween stuff out, so I bought like some decorations because I got little girls, so like we like to decorate the house and shit. So I got some
like 3 months.
I don't give a no, we are decorating probably mid-month. August, right? Because you got to celebrate all the way to the end. Because think about it, October comes, you just have that 1 month, right? It's like, why would you celebrate Christmas only in December? You got to go in November. That's why nobody gives a about Thanksgiving. It's like we eat, but as soon as Thanksgiving's over, Christmas. Even before Thanksgiving gets here, it's Christmas. You know what I mean?
Sure.
We want that white man with a beard. You know what I mean?
But I don't celebrate the holidays anymore. I've never been to.
You seem like a Hanukkah kind of guy.
Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. So anyway, I talk about that because spooky season's coming up. I love like paranormal, like crazy stories, and y'all might think it's ridiculous but I've experienced some weird in my life that I don't know if y'all know this, but I actually lived in a haunted house when I was a kid. And I'll tell that story. But I wanted to open it up to y'all first. Have you ever experienced anything like paranormal? I know you have, because I know in paranormal it could be like spiritual, it could be like, like what do they call them, UAPs now? Yeah, whatever. Like anything that you guys have experienced, share it with our viewers, because we want to start talking about some of this stuff. And I think what we should do is also invite like our viewers to kind of share some of their stories. Because I think that would be fun, especially getting into October. But Don, because I don't think I've ever heard
Swaggy D.
Swaggy D.
Personally, no. I've never really experienced anything like that ever. Like
besides meeting me and dressing you up as a Power Ranger. But
yeah, that's just PTSD. I think war PTSD would be worse.
I up his mental health a couple summers ago. Sorry, my bad.
But no, I've never experienced it like ever. Like I do like the Halloween stuff, like haunted houses and I've been out in the woods before, and I'm like,
I've been out in the woods before.
Yeah, but like nothing like out the ordinary. Like I'm creeped out or like scared of or anything.
Yeah.
Nothing that you could explain.
Nothing really that I could like not explain. Like if anything, like if this was back in my old house in Aurora, I'm the one who's the scary one popping in and out of the shadows for no reason.
Okay.
But I've never had that kind of experience. Like like having like cold chills or anything, like seeing something.
Yeah.
And I've watched those kind of shows too. Like,
but you never experienced it.
But I've never seen it, and a lot of people say those shows are just made up anyway. Like Ghost Adventures and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but I've pretty much watched every one of those kind of shows, and I literally watch horror movies.
Yeah.
Most of the time, and then I watch them like right before I'm going to bed.
But did you watch it right before bed? He's like, it's like watching SpongeBob.
Yeah. Because I've already watched my comedy. So I'm like, okay, now I'm going to go to bed scared.
I'm going to watch Chainsaw Massacre. It puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
What about you? Have you experienced anything paranormal?
Paranormal, man. When it comes on to paranormal, man, it's like, I know about it. My parents taught me about it. Like, there is good, there is evil, there is that stuff is out there. I believe in it.
Yeah.
I believe in wickedness and all that witchcraft and voodoo. Do I practice it? Do I tap into that type of stuff? Hell no.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't get into it. But I say when I was more so like when I was younger, like an adolescent, and just growing up.
Right.
Like I had like those cold chills sometimes. I'll feel something run past me, or I feel like something's watching me. Like I had those feelings.
Like tuition.
Like just goosebumps, like in my skin, like my hair I'll be feeling stuff. So, but come to find out, like as I became more spiritually awoken and started doing more research and doing my due diligence about that type of stuff.
Yeah,
you got to stay prayed up, man. Like you got to walk by faith and not by sight. Like. God has blessed. God,
stay prayed up.
Yeah,
that's what he always says.
God has blessed me with a spirit of spirit of So I like now that I'm like I don't really feel that type of stuff anymore. I don't see it. I don't even tap into like that type of energy anymore. But I don't practice it. Yeah. And since I like movies and media now.
Right.
So the more like I studied like just liking movies and media. I just came to a point in my life, like, it takes time to put these videos together and these stories that come from places like, and the more I watch more movies and the more I've worked and like held professional corporate media roles in my life.
Yep.
Like, man, you put so much time and energy into this type of stuff, and then now that I see horror movies and stuff, Hollywood, the media industry knows. That type of stuff is real, man. These people know this is real, bro. Like
you've heard stories about like some of the it's like some of the like paranormal movies and like stuff happens to people on set.
And on set,
you know what I mean?
Like, they tap into that witchcraft.
Yeah.
And these screenwriters, the guys that write these stories, man, that's some wicked stuff, man. Like you gotta literally think of this evil type of energy. Like, you gotta think about this stuff, man. Like, they think
you gotta wonder who's in the storyboard. Like,
they practicing like,
they're gonna eat his soul.
Yeah, they're gonna
eat his like head off.
And then you got these language people come in, like they practice a language, and then they hire the voodoo people to come in and teach them stuff, and they're reading books. And then they make the movie set, and they put in the Ouija boards, and they practice these scenes. Scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and and they practice this stuff for 6 months straight. Yeah. Like that's.
And then you wonder why people. Up.
Yeah, people are up, man. Like that is real, and actors really do go through that, man. They go through these psychological. They have to go to therapy because they practice these roles. Like the kid that played the Netflix, whatever demon or whatever, and Stranger Things. he was in a psychological like therapy thing because he practiced that. He was playing that demon or that devil or whatever. Like, and then don't get me started with the whole Poltergeist, the original Steven Spielberg's movie Poltergeist.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm so scared of that. Not even because of the ghost, but the little Caroline.
Dude,
you remember the little short old lady?
Tell me this.
That shit scared me so. Caroline.
Guess what? All the people who played in that movie are dead, bro. The only person that
now because
no, it's not. No, they all died mysteriously after the making of that movie.
I gotta look that.
Yeah, they're all dead. The only person that's still alive is Steven Spielberg. Yeah, they're all all the actors, they died mysteriously. One killed himself. The little girl,
even the mom that was in the parents,
they're all dead.
That was I remember that.
They're all dead. But
she was like getting ghost. You remember
that stuff is crazy.
Oh, that was actually a scary movie too, where like they made a parody. Where
I could just imagine it's just Steven Spielberg did direct it, but he put a walkie-talkie in his chair.
Yeah,
directing from afar.
I don't want no part of this.
It's not a game, bro. Yeah.
Right?
Stuff be happening.
Okay, so I'll tell you guys this. I've had. Let me see. I guess a couple experiences and it was only when I was younger. I think as I've been older, I kind of get those same like chills every now and then. My mom, she to this day, and since she was a kid, she's always said like she's seen like spirits, like even when she was a kid. And it's not. And she's one of those people that's just. I think there's some people who are just like gifted a certain way. You know, like she didn't ask for it, but it's just like that's how she is. Like she's just seen stuff. She, like her sister, one of her sisters, committed like suicide when she was younger, and I think my mom was like a teen at the time, and I think like the night or two after her death, she had seen her sister like on her like the foot of her bed, and she was awake, she was mindful, but clear as day she was there, and then I don't know if she said she just like poofed, evaporated, or just like walked out of the door. But she could clearly see her, and she's always had weird experiences like that. Her grandfather, I think she had seen him like in their front yard, where she's always seen stuff. Now, the one that connects that like all of our family experience was in this haunted house we lived in when I was a kid. This was in Aurora. So we lived in this house when I was a kid. This is back in the 90s actually. There was a part of this house I remember where like I just never wanted to go in. Like I would cry and scream. And so like my uncle, my dad, my mom, they can all like tell you. Well, my dad can't because he's dead. But anyway, dark joke. I'm sorry. I love you, Dad. But like they can all tell you like there was this room like I would scream and fight to not go in. And I remember that vaguely, like just in a certain part of the house I didn't want to go in for whatever reason. So my mom in this house, we've had like a couple experiences. She's seen like at night, there was like this old, she like described her as like an old hag, like this old white lady that just kind of looked like a hag. And it was like late at night, the lights were off. And she said she turned around and this lady was just like, get out, get out. She kept and kind of like chasing my mom, telling her, get out. So the same lady, my dad said he seen in his room when he was like fooling around with his girlfriend at the time. He was like, I seen this old like hag-looking lady like at the foot of my bed. So everyone in the house kind of had a shared experience of seeing this entity or whatever in our house. So I never seen that, but in the same house, I remember this vaguely, and I was awake. I was awake. I was awake, all right? So I remember, I think we were either moving or like unpacking stuff in the house. I don't know if I told you guys the story before, but it has to do with a lamp and a kiss. It sounds like a children's book, but it's definitely not. So I was playing with like toys or whatever, and my mom, grandma, mom, and my dad, they were out in the garage, like fooling around with boxes, unpacking, whatever. And I really needed to go pee so bad. Like I had to take a piss so bad. But then I knew it was only us. Like my mom, dad, it was only us at the house. But then the water in the like the sink in the bathroom turned on. And then I seen like kind of like this, when you like let's say the door is cracked open and you can just see the shadow of somebody in there.
Yeah.
You know, and you know someone's in there, but it's not open all the way. Yeah. I could see someone that was kind of tall with like a hat or something, but I was like, I know there's nobody else in the house. It was like my mom, my dad, and me. Yeah. So I was like, is that? There's like I know there was no one else, and I'm playing with toys, and I really need to go pee, but something was like, no, I'm not going in there. It was the weirdest thing, so I decided not to. Then there's this like antique lamp. This was my experience that I remember to this day. And I was awake. This lamp turns into like this small lady, probably about like this tall, right? And she has this small head, like maybe about this size, and skin kind of bronze. And she was like purple and gold, like with her clothing, almost looked like Egyptian-like. And she was very like seductive. And then like I walked up to her and I was like, wow, she's like kind of scary but pretty. And I remember like kissing her. And then my dad walks in and then it just turns back into the lamp. And I told them about it and they were like, you're watching too much Barney. I'm like, that doesn't exist in Barney? What the Reading Rainbow doesn't show me stuff like that? But that was the one experience that I remember vaguely, so clearly to this day. And this is all stuff that we experience in the house. Yeah. So for me, I was like, you know, when you think about just stuff you can't explain or spirits, like things that could be attached to different objects, I'm like, that was one experience that I just can't explain it to you, but I know I was awake, I experienced it, and then my family, they all had weird experiences in that house. And so eventually we got the out of there. It was weird. I don't know. And then again, you like think about it like, okay, are things telling you to leave for a reason? Or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But like that was my paranormal experience. Outside of that, I mean, I've had other little small things, but that was probably the biggest is when I was youngest. That one experience I can always go back to. And it sounds crazy as hell, but I remember it like it was yesterday. So from that point on, and that's kind of shaped my experience with like spirituality and God, of just like, you know, like God is real. You know something's out there. There's no way, because there's certain things you just can't explain.
It's a spiritual battle.
It's weird,
spiritual warfare going on.
So that was my experience.
What gets me is, atheists. You ever spoke to any atheists or like?
I had a high school teacher. Every time I would go by his classroom, he'd be like, yeah, science is great. There is no God. Just I'm like, okay, have a great day. I was just coming by to get my book. Yeah, jeez, what are you so angry about?
Yeah, atheists, man, are a trip.
But you know,
I just met an atheist last week. Like,
really?
The one.
That's not to say every atheist is angry.
Yeah. No, they're not. It's just people are people. Never judge.
Yeah.
But no, it's just what gets me is like, come on now, you're breathing. Like, come on, like you survive.
But you're gonna have people that they're gonna go.
And they don't understand that.
Okay, I will say this. To any atheist watching, you know, you're welcome to watch our show. We're not a church, religious show. Yeah. But I will say this as someone of faith, and I don't go to church, but I mean, I believe in God, but I will say you don't have to commit intellectual suicide in order to have faith and believe in science. Yeah. Right? So I think the way I look at things and like my faith in God, that kind of stuff, is like I feel like God wants us to have that permission to be like, yes, study to show yourself approved, right? Yeah. And I'm not trying to use churchy terms, but it's like, yeah, figure out how the Big Bang happened and all that. Figure out how our anatomy works. Ask these questions, use science to understand more of God and spirituality. It's like you don't have to, seem like you're brain dead because you believe in one or the other. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for anyone,
it's not.
Yeah, that's my encouragement. It's
no, I feel
you can do both, and you should.
Yeah, but it's like, I feel like it's in us. Like it's imprinted in our DNA.
That reminds
to
me
be spirit. Like
my Uncle Carl. He talked about barbecue.
It's
like it should be in you. You should know how to barbecue.
Yes, it's like but it's like Star Wars. Like the Force is in everyone. The Force is in you. There is light and there is dark. Yeah. And every religion they all share. Every religion knows God. So what is if every religion knows who God is? Like how can you not? You could just say you're atheist. Like everybody knows right from wrong.
But you know what I think it can stem from, and this is coming from a person of faith,
right from wrong.
Where I've just studied people, and I think part of it is the church itself in history has not done a good job at convincing people of the love that God is, right? Mm-hmm. So there's been so much misuse, right, within churches to where it's like, this seems like an institution where you're just trying to brainwash and control people and misuse your power, which a lot of times has been true. So when you have people who never had a good, healthy exposure to like what a healthy like church going family or relationship with God looks like, then it's like, man, I don't know if I believe that. It seems like some even like, especially if you're black, and and I mean, we all.
It's really.
We all black, but I say this, and I say that specifically for black people because we think about how we came into this country. Yeah. And then what was taken out of the Bible, what was used to like control and say, hey, this is what you're going to listen to.
Not all black people were.
You know what I mean?
Were brought to this country.
Even though the Bible itself is not a Western. Yeah. It's not a Western thing. It's not a Western religion, but it's how it's been used to where it's been used to like brainwash and control people. So that from that perspective, I get why there's some people who are like, I don't know if I believe in it. I feel like that's just a control tactic. Yeah. I get it, but so then there's this other piece outside of the text and books where it's like there's other things that can happen to you in your life that you just cannot explain. Yeah. And it's like, damn, when you have certain experiences, like for me, I always go back to little that I experienced when I was a kid where it was like, no, that was God. That's weird. There's no way I could explain, and you think about spirituality, it's like, for me, because of my experiences, that's what it always brings me back to. It's like, yeah, I believe because I've had these experiences. And that had nothing to do with church, but, it scared the enough to realize, like, there's something out there for sure.
Oh, for sure. I just, right from wrong, I said, like, there's white, there's black.
When we're kids, like, my parents, they would always use it the wrong way, too. Because they'd be like, well, if you're going to be bad, you're going to go to hell, you know what I mean? And it's like, and in our minds as kids, we think, like, oh, if we do good, we're going to go to heaven. If you do bad, you're going to go to hell. But it's like, none of that matters. It's really just your relationship with God. Yeah, do you have that? Because it's not about how much. Now I'm over here preaching. God damn it, God, stop me. Okay, really, but it's I will say this again: you don't have to commit intellectual suicide to be a person of faith and be a person of science. I feel like they should both coincide. Yeah. And again, it's one of those things: study to show yourself approved. That goes with anything, So I'm done talking. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna drink some water. Swaggy, take it away, man.
Yeah. All right. Jeez. Well, to go back into all of this from your point, one, I think you guys just let a lot of drifters in your house.
Man, I don't know what the hell is in there, man. But culture, guys.
Kurran doesn't know this, but back in the day, though, at our old job at the movie theater, and this goes and tests to what Ramon says. If you start practicing that kind of stuff, it will become reality, because we used to have people who would, do the closing usher shifts, and they actually brought Ouija boards in and started doing that in the theaters.
Dumb mother.
And then some of them started seeing things and then having traumatic things, and then like I'd be in the theater. I wasn't there when they were doing it, but like when I'd be cleaning with them like during the night, all of a sudden the lights just go out, like, and it's like it wasn't supposed to go out. No. So I'm like, you guys messed with something that you weren't supposed to.
Around and find out.
Yeah.
And then like
no sir.
Exactly. And then coming back to it is like what also with the religious stuff is like what Ramon's saying is like, I've come from like a Buddhist family, but then I've been to, Mullen High School and doing the Catholic Church kind of thing, so I've done that. Yeah. And then I've been to my dad had a class where he had to go to church, and he went to a black church, and it's one of the ones that you usually see in the movies, everyone's singing and everything, but
Baptist,
right? But like it was
running around and man, that'd be looking like a circus. Some of the black church, I'd be like, what are y'all doing?
And it's an experience, but the basic principles are all taught in all religions. Just be a good person. That's it. If you do bad things, bad things are gonna happen. Do good things, good things will happen. And it's all instilled in every single religion. It's all across the board. But how they preach it and how they look at it is all different. So something along the way, when this stuff got transcribed out, it got mixed in, and people started taking, things from what they wanted, and then applying it to what they think would keep their following, or keep these people from not to say like it's a cult, but like saying like.
But sometimes,
right?
Yeah. Some of them, And
it's like it's stealing this, but like we're losing the basic, DNA code of just be a good person. That's all it has to be. Yeah.
Don't be a.
Exactly.
For sure. Yeah, karma's real, and what happened.
Know about that?
Yeah, birds of a feather flock together too. Like, like if you surround yourself with negativity, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be walking around being negative. Yeah. So that's all. I believe in that. That power, man. It's real. But the church, man, the church isn't here. My body, my temple.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. So that's how I've always walked. But I grew up in the church. My mom was a minister. So I was like, I've always been tapped in. I always knew. God is. He's the alpha and the omega. I already know him. Yep. But one thing that gets me with the church, man, how today they just tell you like God is a loving God, like He just loves everybody. God is like. I believe that. Yes, like you said, be a good person, but people need to understand that God is not like. I serve a jealous God. Man, if you ain't serving Him, you serving other idols, or you too busy worried about yourself and nobody else, like, dude, you will be punished. I serve a jealous God. If you idolize stuff, materialize stuff, you will be punished, and He can't take it away from you. Like, people in the church, they talk about how He's such a loving God, like, we need to pray for things and wish for stuff. Like, I'm like, that's not the case. They're not, like, that's the only thing I have with the church, man. Like, but no, man, God has like destroyed civilizations, man. Like He has wiped out people, man.
And then you're gonna have
thousands of people.
You're gonna have, and I mean, that's why I love doing like the history, on like, religion and Christianity, because that's kind of my background. But like, I've always had those arguments with conversations with people where they're like, okay, if God is so loving, well, why does He let this happen? And da 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 da. And then you go back to like where this broken, fallen world.
But we have
stuff is going to happen, and then there's the thing of free will. There's so much, but then there's also like. There's so many conversations you can have. I'm not trying to make it religious, but like you think about like predestination versus free will. So if there is predestination, does that really mean we have free will? It's like all these psychological, but I mean, it's like everything that we always talk about in the show. Always do your research for yourself. To really get those and narrow out those questions to find the answer. You know what I mean? Because. Yeah, I know. Here we don't want to we don't want to be political. Like we're not a political show. We're not a religious show. But again, it's just. These are the real topics and just raw stuff that we like to talk about, man.
Oh, wait a second. Hold up. I got paranormal activity.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I've had one experience.
Oh my! At the end of the show now.
Hold on. Wait a second. Yeah, I had a paranormal. Okay. All right. So I was
Is this the alien thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't say you. No, I was not.
Experience said it was.
Oh, never. My story.
Okay, there was involved.
No, there wasn't.
With the other dude.
No, there wasn't.
You
bro.
said okay.
My lord.
How you said that? That was so sketchy. That was so sketchy how you just said that.
All right, tell the story. My bad.
It don't even sound right. But let's see. I say it was around like September. No, it was. Dude, okay, no, it was around March. It was in March. Okay, during my undergrad years, like when I first went off to college.
Yeah.
So I think I was 19. No. At 19 years old. So I went to college out in Grand Junction, Colorado. That's the first school I started off at.
Yeah.
So I just went there, get my grades up and stuff. But so that's the first college I started off at. It's around March. Say it's like we just got back from the dining hall. We had dinner. I was with my dude Carlos. So we was like, we y'all trying to kick it? Like, let's kick it. Let's meet up with Mark. Like meet up the other homies. Like and So okay, we leaving the dining hall. The sun's going down. It's getting dark. It's like 8:30, going on to 9 o'clock. So we hit up our homie Marcus and Javier and Alan after we got back from the dining hall. Yeah. So they're like, oh yeah, meet us up at the soccer field, And my homie Carlos was like, dang, I'm trying to drink and blaze up or something. And I'm like, yeah, I'm about it. Let's do it. Let's kick it. Let's meet up with these guys. See what's up. We're gonna link up and go one of each other's dorm rooms and then head to somebody else's house or something. It was a Friday night. Okay. So, we meet up we're at the soccer field. We're waiting on them. I'm sitting there. I'm like, wait. He's on the phone like, where y'all at? Like, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then, so I'm just sitting there, I'm chilling. Mm-hmm. And I look up, like, I'm looking up. Like, just looking up. It's, it's pitch black outside.
Yeah.
I'm looking right there. You're sitting around. And I look up. And then I see a big UFO, bro. Like, that whatever that thing is, that aircraft.
Yeah.
That is real. All the conspiracies of what people talk about and describe, descriptions, like that thing is whatever that craft is. I don't know if it's aliens. I don't know what it is, but that technology, whatever it was, that thing is real. Like from the movies, what people talk about, that thing is real. But I saw it. Like I'm not like crazy. I'm sober. I'm like, what the hell? I saw it on my own too. That's what I wasn't crying when that experience happened to me, but just seeing it, like tears are like flowing out of my eyes, like. Because I couldn't believe what I saw. Like, I wasn't
involved.
Dude. Okay. Oh my God, this is my story. I know that. But no, man, I was like, this tears just flowing out of my eyes, man. And I'm like, I'm shooken up because I'm like, wow, I can't be crazy. Like, am I having like a concussion or a brain? Right. Like, no, this was clear as day. It was like, it was huge, bro. Like the size of like 6 cars, like circle. Damn. It's a flying disc. There's lights all around it, and it's like clear as day, bro. Like it's big as you can see this thing. It's like spinning and spinning, and so I'm like, I'm pointing. I'm like, yo, I'm like, Los, do you see this? So he on the phone, like facing the other way. I'm like, I can't scream his name. I'm like, I'm shaking up, bro. Like, what the? This thing is huge. Like, I'm like, yo, do you see this? Like, so he's turning around, like, and he like, hold on, wait a second. He's on the phone, like, he's like, hold on, wait a second. And then I'm looking at him, like, dude, tears are flowing out of my eyes. And it's just like, it's like this, and then it just, boom, takes off, bro. Like, the Millennium Falcon, like, this flew right off, bro. I started pointing, and it was just like, boom. Damn. Like, it was like a light stream. You could see that it was huge, bro. And it just took right off, bro. Flew, like, gone. So I was just like, I don't know what it was. Who knows if it was aliens? Who knows if it was humans? And who knows? It's an ancient technology from another. I don't know.
I feel like aliens have been here for a long time.
Or if it's just a new spacecraft that we have, we just don't. They never introduced it to the public. I don't know, but whatever that craft was, that I saw it. I saw that craft, and it was huge, man. Like, and it didn't move like regular planes or nothing, bro. Like. It just like it was huge, but I was just like, "Wow, that was just a crazy experience."
Ghosts, aliens, paranormal, it's all ridiculous. But we want to hear y'all stories too. I really feel like getting into like October and like that season. Let's not be soft. Come on, don't be soft. I want to hear these stories, man. Yeah. So we love to, in the comments. If you guys have stories, please share. If you want us to like talk about your stories too. We would love to do that. Like, if you got some crazy experience you've had, similar to any of us, feel free to drop it in the comments. Fellas, to my right, please drop your socials. Where can people find you? And
at Swaggy D 21 over on Instagram. That's about all I have.
Hey, Big Ramon, Wise Ramon. Check me out on Instagram.
Hey, let's go. Hey, and what's my name again? Oh yeah, what up, KJ?
Changing it up.
I know. I mean, I have to. No Capes Cause, if you're into cosplay, and then what up, KJ? What up, KJ? On the IG, so you guys can follow me there, and be sure to subscribe to this channel, as we'll be continuing to release episodes of the show there. Much love. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you for the next episode. Peace.